got a daughter now, so things are good, you know?
When are we going to see you on a cover of NBA 2K?
By 2K27.
Okay, I like that.
Let's do it.
Are you ready to go get my team card? Let's see how it turned out. Let's go.
.2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful look at downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, the Queen City, where we're coming to you today. Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Today's NBA is truly a skill game, 1 through 5. One team executive said there is a high threshold on big men right now. The big has to do it all. Another said top bigs must have a diverse skill set. Ball handling, shooting, all of it. Guys, these days, size and athleticism are not enough.
Changing like the game is. David, good insight. Thank you. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. Taking a look at Charlotte, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Hawks, 3 spots below.
And I think for the Hawks, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Vincent is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Collins. Then it's Okongwu. And for Charlotte, the guard spots are filled by Ball and Rozier. Jones is out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's the Hawks to start out. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
To the middle, here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And there's the pass to Rozier. Right side Jones. He can't get that one to fall. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
It was really that second wave in the rotation that took the offense to another level.
Now, here's Rozier. He's coming off a 10-point game against Milwaukee.
And his defense was absolutely outstanding, especially his 2 blocks, which helped turn the game.
And here's Young after Terry Rozier hitting the 3. Down low, here's Jones, and it's slammed in by Jones.
And once Rozier spots that hole in the defense, he just doesn't hesitate, just sends the ball to an open shooter.
Here's Vincent. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Indiana. And Okongwu slams it in.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. And good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls.
And there's one aspect of the game LaMelo's not going to ignore, keeping his teammates involved and the offense working as a unit.
Now, here's Collins. He had 10 points in the win against Indiana.
He owned the glass in that one, too. No one could put a body on him.
Collins in the post, guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. Vincent misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
To the inside. And it's sent back by Okongwu. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Ball against Young. Lock at 6. Pass to Rozier. The Hornets need to get a shot off here.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Looking back at the 2017 NBA Draft, Steve, the selections in the middle portion of the first round, just incredible value there.
It is. Donovan Mitchell going 13th. Bam Adebayo selected 14th. A pair of All-Stars. And then John Collins going 19th overall to Atlanta. An absolute steal.
It's tipped. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Passes it to Vincent. They grab their own miss. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
It's amazing that in the 2017 draft, Collins went just 21st overall. That's a steal, folks.
It's his first trip to the line.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
First free throw is good. And so Collins nails both of them. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Rozier defending. Collins looking around. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And finished off by Collins.
I just love Trae Young's feel for the game. Oftentimes, he can see the play develop before anyone else.
Rozier the pass to ball. And Ball slams it in.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it. Now, here is Young, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Woo, the timing of Young's passes in pick and roll, absolutely impeccable.
Outside, Ball. Jones kicks to Ball. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Pass to Vincent. Back to Young. Drills the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
I love that Trae Young puts his passes on target and in spots where his teammates are comfortable playing.
Now, here's Rozier. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Here's Ball over Young. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Inside. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Hornets trail by 8. Quarter passes to Rozier. Charlotte no good that time either. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And that one drops. Collins has got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Kevin Herter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta leading by 10. Cooper the pass to Matthews. Now Birch. Over Jones. Atlanta again missing.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Schroeder. And here's Oubre. And the jumper from down low is good. Oubre's got it back down to single digits for Charlotte.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And it's Cooper missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Cooper. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Birch. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Here he goes. Matthews with the rebound. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Cooper. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Matthews goes in, and Matthews throws it down.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's Schroeder. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Oubre can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 12. Birch the pass to Cooper. Back to Birch. The pass to Herter. Offline with his three.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Herter passes to Jones. Dishes to Oubre. Hands it from downtown. Oubre's got 5 points so far.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Birch the pass to Herter. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Schroeder outside. And no good that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Herter, covered by Oubre. Herter passes to Cooper. Off the left rim and out. And it's Jones with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 9 points. Oubre passes to Jones. Over Cooper. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
And just using the natural advantage he has, he can see over the top of the defense.
And let's also add, he has touch from there. That's a solid shot for him.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Book night, he's checked in for the Hornets. 1:19 left in the first quarter. Now Schroeder. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Charlotte moving it around. He's guarded by Cooper. And that one goes long.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The 11-footer tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 11.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And Jones with the stuff.
And hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Here's Cooper. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Bouknight with the bucket.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Now here's Bouknight, hoping to put that miserable performance against Milwaukee behind him tonight. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Hawks lead by 8. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. You've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
And so here's Charlotte, 8-point game. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Hornets, we got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there with Bouknight. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
The kick out to Young. Traps in the tray. Young's got 5 now.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
You know, Smitty, I know it gets plenty of coverage, but Trae Young's raw talent as a scorer really is just up there on another level.
It is. Trae Young's ability to post over 40 points in a game is truly something special. It takes a ton of confidence to have nights like that, but you know he's doing it all for his team and not just for himself. Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Pass to Bouknight. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The dish now to Collins. He kicks it to Young. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Hornets trail by 9. To the middle. Here's Jones. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Yeah, way to play an attack mode and get to the line.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
And that one misses. You know, Steve, we're in this era of wide open, up-tempo style. How much fun would you have playing right now?
Kevin, it would have been a blast. The floor spacing gives you so many options offensively, and you can take a whole bunch of threes. However, at the defensive end, in my era, You couldn't hand check, so now it would have been a lot of work.
Good on the second free throw. The Hawks leading by 8. Passes it to Collins. It's stolen by Jones. Ball, the pass to Bouknight. Back to Ball. Wide open. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Ball's got his second bucket. And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Vincent. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Collins trying to break free. Okongwu's shot is good. Okongwu's now got 8.
And they continue to control the glass.
And the pass to Bouknight. Down low. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Young against Ball. Young passes to Collins. Shoots over Bouknight. That's good from Collins on the assist from Young. 8 points for him.
Inside, John Collins knows how to be forceful. Muscles his way to his shot.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the number of female officials in the NBA has grown in recent years. Commissioner Adam Silver said we've expanded our pipeline to greatly increase the pool of potential hires. And we've seen encouraging results. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more women as officials, coaches, and basketball executives in our league. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. Offensive rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Defended by Jones. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ball feeling it out a bit. Rebound by the Hawks. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Teardrop shot, and Jones sends it back. Pass the ball. Left side, Jones. Over Vincent, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
And that one falls for Jones. And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in. And so Jones nails both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Here's Vincent. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Young. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now, here's Rozier. Guarded closely. Fires from deep. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And when it comes to moving the ball, LaMelo is unreal. Can make any pass in the book.
Young with no one around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Young's got 10 points in the quarter. Hornets trail by 11. Charlotte calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Hornets making a change here. Oubre's checked in. Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. Ball against Collins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ball with the bucket.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jump.
Now, here is Young. 12 points for him. Got a piece of it. Outside, Ball. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
And with LaMelo Ball, this team struck gold. Exactly what the Hornets needed. Great production and a face of the franchise type of talent.
Ken Burch is checked in for Collins. That's good from Ball. You know, Greg, thinking about LaMelo and this team, he's got the fans here in Charlotte excited.
And Kevin, let's be honest here for a moment. The Hornets haven't had a lot of luck in the draft. Finally, they knocked one out of the park, and the fans are ecstatic.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Defended by Young. Pass to Rozier. Shot clock at 6. Takes it from 10, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Here's Vincent. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Knocked loose. Rozier with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Here's Vincent. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Ball with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Ball no good. Atlanta leading by 4. Okongwu dishes to Young. To the inside. From 10 feet out, the shot by Okongwu, no good. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Charlotte Hornets. Porter kicks to Ball. There's the pass to Porter. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10, and it's Ball, that time on the assist by Rozier. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Atlanta making a switch here. Ball against Cooper. That shot off the mark. And the Hornets now going the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor no matter what you do. It seems like your opponent does it better.
You know, they were reacting rather than dictating. I thought they played scared all night.
Yes, it's a fall. A bucket from Herter.
This is where Herter's toughness comes into play. Inside against physical D.
Rozier looking around. Right side, ball. Over Johnson. And they get it back. Back to Rozier. Oubre for three. Rebound, Atlanta.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Cooper against Ball. Here's Cooper. Here's Johnson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
And even though they're down, I like the way they're pounding the ball inside. It's leading to a lot of points in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 5. Pass to Rozier. There's the drive. The rebound by Johnson.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Cooper. He's still scoreless so far in this one. That's his first basket of the game. 1 for 6 and looking for more.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Now here's Schroeder driving inside and just miss after miss right now. Passes it to Cooper. Now here's Birch. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Herter. Offensive rebound. Birch. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
Pass to Herter. It's Matthews on the wing, covered by Oubre. Takes it from 10. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Schroeder with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He gets it in there.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
Here's Herter. To the left side wing. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Kicks it to Johnson. 4 on the clock. Diving in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Hawks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
The first one falls, and the Hawks making a change here. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. To the paint. Here's Jones. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so we wrap up the first half. It's Atlanta as they end the second quarter on a 12-4 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with James Borrego. Coach, too many easy buckets for them. Defensively, where do you dig in?
We've got to stop penetration. That's the focus right now. They're getting to the paint. Just way too many points in the paint. Too many breakdowns all over the board defensively.
Yeah, that has to tighten up, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 14 points, 6 assists, and 1 rebound. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how Atlanta played?
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been extra possessions, which they've cashed in on. Now they just gotta, bring the same energy to the second half.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Charlotte?
Well, they have to improve their defense. Guys were getting burned on the perimeter. They wouldn't put a hand up, as my man used to say, hand down, man down. Oh, you got to get him some help. That pretty much covers everything, Ernie. Shaq, you think they played their best?
No way, no way.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. On the court right now for the Hawks, they've got Vincent. John Collins is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Trae Young. Now here's Ball. Porter trying to free himself up. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Jones. Hawks shooting about 59% from the floor offensively. They've been running without a hitch. Young against Ball. The 3 connects from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
The pass to Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins.
Showing he's not just a perimeter threat. Porter mixing it up inside, drawing the foul.
The Hornets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one drops.
He was a late bloomer coming out of high school. Otto Porter has really worked on his body and his shot mechanics.
That one misses.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Pass to Rozier. Back to Ball. Passes to Jones. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Outside, Porter. On the clock. Over Okongwu. No good off the back of the rim.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. Hornets trail by 12. Outside, Ball. Lays it up and banks it in. Ball's got 15.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Pass to Rozier. He dishes it to Ball. To the inside. Just 5 to shoot. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now the pass to Vincent. Out to the right wing. Another three for Atlanta.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Pass the Ball. Six on the shot clock. That's tipped. Jones, the pass to Ball. Another shot. Charlotte, no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Okongwu. Count it, good. Okongwu's now got 16.
Playing at his tempo, his pace, he's been dialed in all night.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Rozier finds Ball. To the middle. They need this. And Jones slams it home.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
And here's Young. 17 points in the game. Passes it to Vincent. The Hawks working the ball around. The three. Another three for Atlanta.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 7.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Throws it up high, and Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Vincent's shot is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Ball. From past the arc, Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got his 4th rebound in this one. Young's shot is off. Hornets trail by 19. Feeds to Jones. Porter trying to free himself up. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Collins. And he makes good on the layup. Collins has got 10.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now Rozier, good on the shot.
And we continue to see Rozier taking on more responsibility offensively. Nice finish inside.
Atlanta calls timeout, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark, not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Matthews with it. Now defended by Oubre. Pass to Vincent. From deep three-point range, Hornets with the rebound. Jones has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Vincent. He kicks to Matthews. Banked in off the glass. Matthews has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Inside, the pass to Oubre. Schroeder outside. Pass to Bouknight. Into the lane. Trying to get open is Oubre. Bouknight, no good. The Hawks leading by 19. Here's Vincent. Out to the right wing. Here's Cooper. A beautiful reverse layup. Cooper's got his 2nd basket of the night.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Jones. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Oubre against Matthews. Now, here's Okongwu. He's guarded closely. Here's Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Now here's Bouknight. He has 6.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
For 3, and it's Cooper missing.
His struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And it's Oubre off the drive. And he banks in the layup. He has 6.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Atlanta calls timeout. Tucker's checked in for Charlotte. Then for the Hawks, Cam Birch comes in for Okongwu. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Matthews. Here's Huerter. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Huerter's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Huerter passes to Bouknight. Charlotte moving the ball around. Chalk up 2 there. Bouknight's got 8.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Cooper with the bucket.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Now here's Schroeder. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He has a wiry frame, but he's stronger than he looks. Schroeder, unafraid of contact, able to complete the play.
It's stolen by Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Wants to get it to Oubre and does. And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Oubre finds Schroeder. Here's Jones. 1:24 left to play in the third. Bouknight, no good. Atlanta leading by 21. Down low. It's good. Nice touch there from Birch. 8 points for him.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
And it's Schroeder missing. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Zubac is checked in for Jones. And the Hawks making a change here as well. John Collins, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Cooper. Gets a hand on it, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. Birch has got 4 points this quarter.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Bouknight. Schroeder outside to the middle. Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Cooper. The feed to Collins. There's the triple. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Atlanta in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Bouknight. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Lets it go from 11. Here's Schroeder. Drops in the layup for 2.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Johnson outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league, but who was the toughest matchup for you when you played?
Johnson. Oh, man, you know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Hornets. John Wall comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And both free throws good for Johnson.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now here's Buckner. Hammering it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
What I love about John Collins, he plays with great determination, trying to impose his will.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Bouknight. And it's off from three-point range.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half, none so far in the second.
Young outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Wall with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte moving the ball around. Back to Harrell. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
The 2026 Man of the Year winner, Montrezl Harrell, provides energy and scoring off the bench.
And as effective as he's been throughout his career, Harrell has remained a reserve. Steve, why does he fit that role so well?
I think Kevin at 6'7", not the prototypical size for the center position, but he is instant offense, and with the reserve, he gets all he can eat.
And the first one at the line is good. And last season, All-Stars Greg missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
And both free throws good for Harrell.
And coming up, Montrezl Harrell said he patterned his game after the All-Star Zach Randolph. Zebo was undersized on paper but was strong as an ox and found angles to finish.
Very pretty alley-oop layup.
What a fearless scorer Young is, and he does it in many different ways.
Bounce pass from Rozier. To the paint. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game. The Hawks leading by 23. And like the great Zebo, Montrezl Harrell might be undersized on paper, but Craig, that 7'4" wingspan levels the playing court.
Not to mention his leaping ability. Harrell's more of a dunker, quite honestly, but he also displays that soft touch inside.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Ball kicks to Rozier. Pass to Harrell. Over Young. And it's Harrell missing. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Shot by Collins, no good. Hornets shooting 47%, pretty solid. Outside, Ball. Misses off the left iron. Hawks shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. The second chance effort, Horton Tucker, that's good. Tucker's got his first 2 points of the night.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Gardner passes to Sutton. Fires for 3. And they'll get another chance.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Here's Collins. Sutton, he's covered by Ball. Young against Rozier. The Hawks again can't hit. Hornets trail by 21. Here's Horton Tucker. Harrell the pass to Horton Tucker. To the inside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick or the lay-in.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hawks.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
That's good from Ball.
Taken third overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Atlanta calls timeout.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
Here's Young. They need this one. Bangs home the trifecta. Young's got 25 points in the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Vincent misses.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Young against Ball over Young. Charlotte with the new shot clock. Rozier for three. That shot missing. The Hawks leading by 19. Left side Collins. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Kicks it to Porter. Now the pass to Ball. And for the teams who are rebuilding, Smitty, it seems stacking draft picks is often the best approach. Pick swaps, protections, it can make your head spin.
It can, Kevin. I think for the younger guys, it comes down to a couple things. Player development and the culture you breed. That's usually the difference between success and failure.
Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Rozier for three. Rebound, Atlanta. Vincent's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Rozier with the ball. Outside, Ball. And the Hornets miss again. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Young pass to Okongwu. Shoots over Ball. The shot by Okongwu, no good. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Ball, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trae Young. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Greg. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
And well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft, and that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Atlanta shooting here in the fourth quarter, around 41%. It's Young on the wing. He takes it in, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 10 points in the quarter.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
And it's Ball in the corner. Pass to Zubac. Harrell trying to free himself up. He gets that one.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
It's Young on the wing. Here's Birch. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will come the other way. Passes it to Ball. Now Zubac. And Steve, you played in a different era. Do you look a little differently at all the hugs and handshakes between opposing players these days?
No, not at all, Kevin. It's just totally different. These guys been knowing each other for a long time, with youth basketball. I think the competition on the court, it speaks for itself, so I think our game is still in good hands.
Two.
The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the Hornets. Jones checked in for Zubac. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Harrell. And Oubre subbed in for John Wall. He hits both from the stripe. Atlanta leading by 22. And here's Young. Over Ball. Again, the Hawks good for two.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Ball against Young. Here's Jones. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Bobbed up there for Collins.
Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Inside, here's Ball. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Ball's got 7 points for the quarter.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Now, here's Okongwu. D right on him. Here's Collins. It doesn't go for him. And the Hornets now going the other way. Here's Horton Tucker. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Vincent. Hornets with the rebound. Horton Tucker's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hawks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight. I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Trae Young.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's slammed in by Jones.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Ball against Young. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. And Jones sends it back. And he's able to get it back. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thank you very much, guys. Trey, what does a win like this mean in terms of where this team is heading?
I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm super excited about the future here in Atlanta, the future in this team, and I mean, we're heading in the right direction.
Certainly looks like it, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.